Once upon a time, in a prosperous kingdom surrounded by rivers and mountains, there lived a wise and trusted minister in the court of a great king. This minister was known throughout the land for his intelligence, calm nature, and ability to solve even the most complex problems. Whether it was a dispute between villagers or a matter of war and peace, the king always turned to him. So deep was the king's trust that he never made an important decision without consulting this minister first. However, not everyone in the court admired the minister. His wisdom, fame, and closeness to the king sparked jealousy in the hearts of other courtiers. They waited for an opportunity, any opportunity, to bring him down. One morning, during a casual gathering in the court, the king chuckled and said, loud enough for everyone to hear, "Minister, you are wise beyond words, but I must say, your son is nothing like you. That boy is a fool." The room went silent for a moment, then erupted in laughter. The minister, taken aback and slightly hurt, stood up respectfully and said, "Your Majesty, I do not understand. Why do you say my son is foolish?" Still smiling, the king replied, "Every morning when I visit the town square to meet the people, your son is always there. And every morning I ask him the same question, which is more valuable, gold or silver? And every single time your son says, silver." The court roared with laughter again. "Imagine that," the king added. "The son of the wisest man in the kingdom thinks silver is more valuable than gold." The minister said nothing more. Though his pride was wounded, he calmly bowed and left the court. When he reached home, he found his son sitting quietly, helping the servants sort scrolls and books. Without raising his voice, the minister asked, "Son, tell me honestly, what is more valuable, gold or silver?" The boy, without hesitation, replied, "Gold, father." The minister leaned in, confused. "Then why do you tell the king that silver is more valuable every day? Do you not realize how this makes you and me look in front of the entire court?" The boy looked up, smiled gently, and said, "Come with me, father." He led his father into his modest room and opened a wooden box. Inside, stacked neatly, were dozens, perhaps hundreds, of shiny silver coins. "These," the boy said, "are the coins the king gives me every morning." The minister was stunned. "But how?" the boy explained. "Every day, the king places 2 coins before me, 1 gold and 1 silver. He asks, 'Which is more valuable?' I always pick the silver coin and say it is more valuable. He laughs, the crowd laughs, and he gives me the silver coin. Then he moves on." The minister was still puzzled. "But if you know that gold is worth more, why take the silver coin and invite laughter?" The boy's eyes twinkled. "Father, think about it. If I pick the gold coin even once, the game will end. The king won't find it funny anymore. He'll stop giving me coins. But as long as I keep choosing the silver coin and playing along, I get 1 coin every day. I've been doing this for months. Isn't a steady stream of silver coins better than a one-time gold coin?" The minister stared at the pile of silver coins, then at his son. A moment of silence passed before he burst into laughter, louder than he had laughed in years. That day, the minister realized that his son, whom everyone thought was a fool, was actually far wiser than they knew. His intelligence wasn't loud or flashy, it was quiet, patient, and deeply strategic. From that day on, whenever someone in the court mocked the minister's son, the minister would simply smile and say nothing. He knew the truth, and that was enough. Moral of the story: in life, people will often judge others based on what they see on the surface. Many are quick to call others foolish simply because they don't understand the reasoning behind their actions. But true wisdom isn't always loud. Sometimes it's hidden in patience, in restraint, and in long-term thinking. So remember, just because the world laughs at you doesn't mean you are wrong. And just because the world praises someone doesn't mean they are right. Stay true to your purpose, and don't be afraid of being misunderstood. Because in the end, the wisest person is not the one who shows off their intelligence, but the one who quietly uses it to build something meaningful. If you like this story, share it with someone who might need this reminder today. And as always, stay patient, stay kind, and keep moving forward.